What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and it looked like Rooga back on his old school diss field. Look like he back on that exposing me vibes type of shit, to be honest with you. The last couple of songs he done dropped, he done threw a little disses in there, a few little references to people in there. In his new song he just dropped, it just been uploaded today. It looked like he took a subtle shot at King Von in the song, and then he spoke on shit like riding through Oblock and shit like that. So that's kind of been hitting the internet lately. A lot of people been wondering, why is Rooga back on this upward swing towards dissing and shit. I kind of spoke on this in several blogs. I don't know if I'm going to speak on it again, because it looked like this what he on. He understands that this what kind of got him to the point where he at now. Stopping for the fans, stopping because people say stop. You got to do what you got to do to put yourself in the best position. Now, I ain't saying just to be dissing dead people and diss people, because that come with an asterisk. You got to move different. You can get your life took out here. It's dangerous. People dying. But at the same token, that's what kind of brung Rooga up to the light, to be honest with you. The positive raps and shit is cool. I think that's dope. I think the kids will learn from that. But is that in his best interest as far as financial gain, his marketability? I think Rooga then made an understanding that he's going to do what he has to do to get to a point where he can walk away from a lot of that shit. I'm not going to lie. I do find it crazy that a lot of his homeboys are jumping into this game too. Not sure if they still live in Chicago, but JHE have became top targets. Rooga already been a target. His brothers have been affiliated with shit. You gotta understand, his brother Scrap, a lot of people told me Scrap was one of the first people who threw some of the first shots in the wars. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean as far as shots, but I mean the fact that it was beef. What he did is printed on newspapers. It's in black and white. So he was one of the first ones that we learned about to actually do things in the drill culture. Not saying nobody else, but just hearing his name a lot. And then, from MOB, from Dusky to Man to Bebe. So just seemed like this shit could get thick. That's why I want to ask y'all. I want to stop talking about it and getting it off of me. I want to put it on y'all. And I think that's dope, because I be reading all the comments. You won't believe I read every comment that you guys leave. So that's why I want to learn from this. Do you think it's time for Rooga to practice what he preach and fuck all that diss and shit? You got to stop that, bro. You got the wave. People will look up to you. You got to end the diss and shit if you want anybody else to end it. Or do you think Rooga got to do what he got to do what he got to do? This about him. This ain't about comments in the blog sites or what anybody else think. He got to do what he got to do to make sure he's successful. So he don't got to come back to the hoods where his face card is just out there, So I want to know what y'all think. Leave me a comment. It's the homie Truth.